What's going on, nation? ukvapeuk here and welcome! Today I bring you an RTA by QP Design. This one came out quite a few months ago, but I just grabbed it. I was lucky to grab it second hand, if you want to call it. I mean, the person I buy it from just used it like once and took 2 vapes, didn't like it. Say it was too complicated for him. That is the M25 by QP Design, the Fatality. This thing is sexy. I was about to grab when the first one came out, but then I let go, and then it's too late. And then finally this one dropped out, and I say, well, I need to find a space to actually buy it, because I was liking of it. I mean, 2 airflow controls on the bottom. It was kind of my RTA pre-tall. I mean, it is a 25mm diameter. I think the first one was 30 or 28, something like that. Brings a beautiful drip tip, very easy deck, juice flow control. I mean, we go to all of that on the up and close. So what we're gonna do now? We're gonna dive down. Okay, so here is the box. A vape band, an extra 4 ml straight glass that actually come pre-installed. The bubble glass will come inside as a spare, and the bubble glass is a 5.5 ml. And you're gonna have your baggie with your extras, so extra O-rings, Allen key, flathead screwdriver, and extra pull screws. And you're also gonna have an extra Ultim insert, and I will show you the one that is already installed. And obviously your main event, the M25. So starting from the bottom, obviously as the name says, it's gonna be 25mm diameter. You're gonna have Fatality M25 Rta by QP Design. Here is the owner, and obviously make sure your serial number match that authentication card. On the top, you're gonna have this beauty. They always include beautiful drip tips. So it is an A10. If you want to use your own A10, you can. This one is like a clear acrylic. It is beautiful. They don't give you any extra one, but like I say, it is an A10 compatible, so you're gonna be able to adjust. Now, your top fill is gonna be, as you can see, off, on, and it's gonna be counterclockwise. Okay, it's actually going to be clockwise instead of, counterclockwise when you open. So it is reverse. So when you turn it, it's like half a turn and it open. I mean, machining never was an issue with QP Designs, and it's definitely not on that one. So you're going to have massive kidney shaped ports so you can fill your juice. And this top piece, it is a massive piece, very nice. And then obviously when you want to put it back, you go anti-clockwise and you should be fine to attach it. Now obviously the bubble glass, like I said, holds 5.5 ml of e-liquid. On the bottom you're gonna have also juice flow control. That is a bit more easy to show you when it's actually you can see it right there. Can you see it? It open and it close, but it is a bit easier when it's installed on the mod, as you can see. And then you're gonna have your dual airflow. Now the dual airflow is one from the bottom, one for sides or top, if you want to say it, so you can control which ones you want to have more, and mix and match to have the best flavor. Now if you keep on screwing, obviously you're gonna detach your chimney and your barrel from everything. And then if you keep going further, you're also going to be able to take this out, if you want to swap the glass or have a nice clean out to it. And here you're going to have your barrel. Very good machining. I love the machining by QP Design. Look at down the inside. Here is your juice flow. So it is, like I say, you're going to have juice flow control. This feels like aluminium or very thin stainless steel, but it feels more like aluminium, very light. But quality, it is very good on this. I mean, this is a used RTA for a very long time. And look at that. No scratches, nothing. This thing is just great. And here you're gonna have your deck. Now I have my build in here, and I'm gonna remove it, so I will show you a bit better the insides and the insert. Okay, so I did remove one of the coils. I think it's no point to remove both of them because I'm gonna use the same build. It's still not too bad. But as you can see, you're gonna have your bottom with the altum piece. They give you an extra one just in case this one melts, you know, when you're gluing your coils. I mean, I've been gluing mine and this one is like brand new. But if you want to remove it, you just put, you know, a flathead screw and pop it out. It's not an issue, very easy to pop out. Just pull your tweezers and pop it out if you want to. Now, you could technically run without it, definitely, but it's gonna be too much airflow, and you're gonna have a lot of airflow here. So I think this honeycomb altum piece actually smooths the airflow. Is gonna be a bit best for you, and you're also gonna have, like I say, this one is like a side, is another side of bottom, because as you can see, it's gonna come from the bottom of your coil. So you're gonna have airflow. If you choose to have both of them open or slightly open, you're gonna have heating from bottom here and kind of side bottom there. As you can see, very, very good. And pull screws, very easy. Just put, you know, positive, negative, and you're ready to go. Here is gonna be where you put your wicks. Now they're gonna be sitting kind of high, so capillary action is gonna happen here. But to be honest, I'm having no issues with, you know, dry heat or even flooding. This thing has been running great, especially with the juice flow control. I mean, if you think you have a bit too more juice, close it down a little bit. If you think you're fine, you can rock it wide open, not an issue at all. And like I say, here you're going to be able to adjust your airflow as you want. So this one is going to be straight from your bottom, and this one on the side is going to be for your sides, if you want to call it. And obviously you can adjust as much as you want depending on which one that you want to open or close. You know, you can run the bottom one completely closed and the top one completely open, or vice versa, or half or tiny bit. I mean, you can play with it and see which one is going to be the best for your flavor or for the airflow that you like. But very, very easy to build. And one more time, machining here, screws, everything is damn perfect. So yeah, I'm gonna throw my other coil in here. We throw the cotton and we juice it up. Okay, so I did throw it in back my coil. I glue and make sure I didn't have any hot spots. Now what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna fluff it out a little bit on the edges. You can do it if you like so. Alright, and then what you want to do is kind of measure where it's gonna land. I mean, cut always more than you need. It's better to have more than you need and then kind of readjust as you go, than do not have enough and then have to reuse a new cotton. So I'm gonna do a landing here, see how it lands. Be honest, not too bad. It kind of fits a lot of cotton. As you can see, I left it pretty long and they still fit there. And capillary action is gonna be one of the main features here, but like I say, it works great. I didn't have any issues to have dry heats or even over flooding. To be honest, it was always kind of saturated vape that I have in here. I've been using this one for a while now, and never had a dry heat or nothing like that. That's it. How easy that was that. So today I'm gonna be using some. Let me zoom out. Some of this strawberry and banana milkshake that I did review here on the channel by Mr. Monkey's Vape Shop here in the UK. This thing is great. I love it. It tastes wonderful. Very, very good. Even though I'm not a big fan of milkshakes, kind of like this juice. So juice it up. That's it. We have the vapors. Now obviously always choose if you want the bubble glass or the other one. Attach it like so. Here we go. Make sure, as you can see, juice flow control is completely closed. I could open it, and actually it's actually completely open. I couldn't see the cotton, so I make sure I will close it. I mean, it's easier to build, to fill it, to be honest, when it's closed. Don't want to flood it. And put it back. Here we go, 5.5 mLs. And remember, this is the other way to close and the other way to open all the time. Here we go, now it's closed. You want to open it fully or, you know, halfway, depending how you like it to rock. And it's ready to be vaped. So we're gonna come back on top. I tell you where you can get it, and we run to pros and cons. Alright, and we're back, and that was the up and close for the Fatality M25 by QP Design. So, price and where you can get it. I mean, you can get it almost everywhere. This thing is widely available worldwide. And the prices vary between $59.99 to $69.99 depending on the stores. But you're gonna pay kind of middle range. Not, I won't say high end, but definitely middle end here for price. So, pros and cons. Listen, in terms of cons, I couldn't find any real con for this one. I mean, I wish QP Design always include an extra drip tip. Will be nice. I mean, for the price, you kind of could, you know, a black one or a clear black one, because they drip tips are beautiful. When I review my QP Design, the single coil, I forgot, the Juggernaut single mini, something like that. I will post a link right there so you can go and see. That thing brings a beautiful drip tip, and this one, it is beautiful. It's a clear acrylic, very nice polish. I love it, but I wish they had included even a low end drip tip. Will be nice. Guys, other than that, this thing is beautiful. Now, for people who still thinking that QP Design's products are manufactured in the Canada, they're not, okay? And I think they specify on the box they are made in China. What I think they do is they ask a company in China, and look, it's not because it comes out from China that you're not gonna have quality, okay? It depends how much you want to pay to have that quality, because China can produce very high quality things if you want to pay for it. And this is one of examples. I think they pay a bit more to have that made in China, but with a higher quality. And the quality here is definitely not an issue. So what I think that happened, they outsource them from China back to Canada, and then they do an inspection manually. They do the QC there, you know, they sign the paper by hand. Keep in mind, this is the 9,800 something or 9,025, and they had to sign them all by hand. So that takes costs. I mean, the quality, go back there, do a manual QC in Canada, and then send them back to you. It has a cost. So middle end cost here is actually not too bad, to be honest. I mean, I remember when QP Design was around the price of £100 for the first Juggernaut and stuff like that, and that was a bit more expensive. Now the price is a bit lower, and you get very, very good quality. So yeah, not too many, I mean, no cons, to be honest, for this one. This one is a very, very good dual coil RTA that I love. Now, you might not gonna like the funky shape. I mean, yeah, they could have done the design slightly different. I mean, if you use the straight glass, it's only 4 mils, but the bubble glass only give you 1.5 mil more. It's gonna look a bit better. Now, like this, it's gonna look a bit more funky, a bit more weird. To me, it doesn't really matter, but for some people, it's gonna matter a lot. So you could point that as a con. Other than that, it's pros, pros, pros. Now, first of all, build quality. I think by now we know QP Design got an amazing build quality, very, very good, high standards. So, very big pro there. The drip tip, even though it only include one, it is one of the most beautiful drip tips I ever saw. Very, very nice, clear. Top cap, now it is reverse threaded, but I understand because you have the juice flow control, you have two airflow controls on the bottom, so I can't understand why they done that. I mean, it has the on off on the top. It's just the question that you're gonna get used to it, but works great. It's half a turn, no issues in there. Threading, deck, very, very good. The screws, no problems with the screws. They give you an extra of those Altum, you know, inserts just in case you might melt one. I'm not seeing that melting unless you put like 200 watts and leave it for 5 minutes there. It might melt, but other than that, I think you're not gonna run to that issue, or you can run without it. airflow configuration and options, very big pro. I mean, you're gonna have a lot of options. When you get it, you have to play a lot to find your sweet spot. I mean, my sweet spot is fully open on the bottom and a tiny, it's like a hair on the side ones or bottom side ones, I don't know how you want to call them, but very easy to build, very easy to wick. You have the juice flow control. That is another very big pro for people who are not so high skill in building or just starting now. You always can control with your juice flow control to not have any leaking issues. In terms of dry heats, it's going to be kind of hard on this one, even though it depends a lot on capillary action. I'm not seeing that happening. Flavor. Now, flavor on this, it is pretty damn good. I'm going to pump up the watts a bit more because I think I have it a bit too low. So at the moment I have a 0.12 build in there, the build that you saw. 55 watts, like I say, bottom wide open, top a tiny hair. Let's have a look. Clouds, plenty of clouds and plenty of flavor. Let's pump up to 60 watts. Here we go. It's just start to get slightly warm now. This thing can pump up 150 watts, no issues, and you even don't have to go fully wide open. Let's go 70 watts, same airflow configuration. Look at that. Now you start to get a bit more warm on the hot side, but the flavor on this thing pops. The flavor is very good. Probably one of the best RTAs in flavor. Now, let's say for example I want to open wide open. It's going to be way too much airflow, and you even can remove the insert if you think it's not enough airflow. This is crazy. So 70 watts airflow wide open. Look at that. It's too much airflow, but surprisingly the flavor is still pretty damn cool. I think for this I need at least 85 watts. And you know, I don't vape high wattage. It's getting very cloudy here. 85 watts to wide open. Look at that. Crazy. I could go way more, but I think you get the point here. It is very cloudy. So in terms of flavor, to be honest, I didn't notice any much difference to have one close and the other one open, or close or open, or you know, I think it's just the way you like to have your airflow, to be honest. The way you wanna, the smoothness of the airflow is really up to you. Other in terms of flavor, even wide open is a very good flavor. Now the adjustment on the rings, I thought it's gonna be very hard because it's two of them. This thing works great. You can really adjust the one on the bottom without messing up the top one, or vice versa. And the juice flow control don't get adjusted by mistake in the way. So very good RTA that will definitely recommend. Now it is a middle hand price, really knocking on the door of the high end price, but I think you get a lot for the money that you pay, to be honest. This thing is very good. So definitely recommend. Don't forget, I will leave links on the description for my Patreon. If you want to join my Patreon, have access to exclusive content. And other than that, I think we're gonna wrap it up. So thanks for everything. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you next video. Till there, keep vaping.